Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky addressed a meeting of European leaders yesterday. In a post on social media, he said strong pressure must be applied to Russia. He goes on to say a proposal for a ceasefire has been on the table since Tuesday, adding that this is an American proposal, a full unconditional ceasefire for 30 days. In that time, no killings, and he believes it would truly be possible to negotiate all aspects of real peace. And joining us now is Executive Director of the Ukrainian Canadian Congress, Ihor Michalchyshyn. Thank you very much for joining us, Ihor.
Hi, good morning.
Your reaction to the peace talks and how they're unfolding and how they've come about so what seems like quickly.
Well, I think these are about the ceasefire, and I think it's obvious that Vladimir Putin is going to keep dragging this out. He doesn't want a ceasefire. He keeps firing into Ukrainian cities on Ukrainian civilians. If he wanted peace, he could very easily withdraw his troops and stop firing. So I'm very skeptical about the ball being in Russia's court. I think that Russia will manipulate these negotiations and drag it out further.
What would it take to bring Russia to the table, do you think?
Well, I think there has to be tough consequences, as you just said from President Zelensky. There needs to be some reason, some tough sanctions, some international, international coordinated efforts. There needs to be tough reasons to push Russia to a ceasefire. Right now, they have no such thing, and they're in fact trying to, I think, wriggle out of the sanctions and various other measures on them. We need to shut down their ability to export illegal oil around the world. They have a lot of money coming in from oil and gas, and they really, I think, with this new American administration, think that they have an upper hand in this quote-unquote negotiation.
Are you worried that will embolden them?
Absolutely. I think, though, that there have to be consequences if Russia rejects an American peace deal. International allies met yesterday, including Prime Minister Carney. Canada and our allies need to, up the ante to make sure that there are tough, real tough sanctions. And this international shadow fleet, for example, needs to be addressed because Putin is, I think, not taking any of this seriously, and he wants major concessions from Ukraine, but is unwilling to give any concessions of his own.
Is there a realistic chance for peace if those concessions are asked for, like Russia gets to hold on to some of this land?
Well, I think that I'll go back to what we always say, which is occupation is not peace, and that the Russian version of peace is retaining 20% or 25% of Ukrainian territory and continuing to terrorize the Ukrainian people. So that's not peace. I think Ukraine has a peace plan which has been internationally recognized and supported, and that means returning prisoners of war, returning abducted children, ending this genocidal war, and giving back to Ukraine the territorial integrity that it needs.
Okay, Ihor, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Ihor Michalchyshyn is Executive Director of the Ukrainian Canadian Congress.